So about 10 or 20 years ago, I used to live in that house over there, and it was always just dotted with a couple of people that would never really use the park much except for drinking. And at night time you could hear people running around, like teenagers being here.
It was okay, but I noticed that it's constantly being used now since the park's been here.
It needed work, obviously.
Very basic facility, I guess. It was really a space more than an active sort of area that the kids would engage with.
No, I really only heard about it since it's been redeveloped. Everyone's been talking about it.
Not at all.
Not very often.
Look, we live in Port, so it's once every 3 months or so.
Probably once a month or something like that.
Not very often, like once a year.
We didn't really used to come to it often.
I still think it might have been parents with small children and people who were using the cafe nearby.
Before there was a lot of teenagers just sitting around. It's a completely different park, and it's a completely different feeling now. It's really good. Yeah, I really enjoy it.
I like the lighting in the park. It's so you can come here and safely walk through here at night and things like that. So it's good.
But there's a few different things. They come here not just for the playground, but sometimes to ride their bikes and do the scooters, which is almost like a different activity for them. So
I think it's fantastic use of the space. I mean, it's got some stuff for older kids as well as younger kids. Coming from Sydney, comparing it to the facilities down there, I was just saying to my family, the best park that we've been to, particularly the bike track, is fantastic.
I think it's great. It's definitely the best one in the area, and it's good size. It's got lots of equipment for different ages. It's safe. It's in a great location, protected from the sun, and the added bike track is just great for the kids. And being fenced is a huge thing for us parents.
Nearly every day.
fairly regularly. And I know my daughter-in-law, who's here at the moment, she uses it fairly regularly, as a treat. Probably once or twice a week. And I know my little boy goes to preschool nearby. They actually bring the preschool kids here too.
After schools and stuff on the weekends and stuff.
At least every 2 weeks.
Finding that we use it pretty much every time we come up to this area.
There's a lot more families and it's a lot more of a friendlier environment.
Yeah, more families, primary school children using it, and it seems to cover a broad range of age.
I think it's bringing more families to the park. You can just have a look today. We've got, birthday party there, another one there.
Oh yeah, I've got a mothers group I go to in Port Macquarie, and sometimes they'll come out here to use this park because it's a good one for big and little kids. I think more people are coming here and seeing how beautiful the park is, not just that little area.
With Waterman's Cafe being so close as well, parents can have a coffee while the kids play. It's great.
Definitely the fact that it's enclosed, because there's only one other park in the whole region which is enclosed, so you can just sit down and let your kids run away. Or not run away, but run around and they don't sort of zoom off anywhere. Another strength is the fact that there's this track. That's just really fun with the roadworks and everything there. And the fact that there's herbs is really, really just enjoyable for everyone. I think that's, all women love coming in and seeing herbs. I think that's great.
It seems to cope with lots and lots and lots of children. Yeah. There seems to be a range for toddlers through to older kids.
I think having everything new and clean with a lot of different activities, it's just stayed that way. I don't think there's really been much vandalism, and there's always someone here playing, so that must help as well. Yeah, there's just so much for the kids to do. Even the little creek and the water pump, they use that and dig in the sand, and that's another thing they can do if they're feeling like something.
We feel more secure in the gates and stuff.
Having the closed area as well as the bike track and being close to facilities, it's perfect.
always coming out in the mornings because that's when the kids are most awake. But the park's always in the shade and it's really cold.
I don't think so. I think it's bringing more families in there and a better crowd.
No, I can't really think of anything. I can't imagine there would be.
I don't know that there's anything particularly undesirable that I've experienced with it.
Ray?
No.
Well, a lot of the times I'd like to come up here and I often say this to other women, why don't you go check out the butcher that's just over there? That's really good. They've got great sausages and I often go down to the department store that's here and check out stuff for the kids that's there. And there's a couple of other little design shops that they're little boutiques. You probably, it's worth a trip to Wauchope to go to those. And today we're also going to go to the Wauchope Market. So it's something we probably wouldn't have come up for unless there was the park.
Seems to be a boom in younger children in the township, which is nice. And this was more a retired area, the central part of town, but I think families are coming in specifically to use this part of town, the park and that.
They can go walk here, walk to do their shopping and do other activities at the same time, which is probably what we do sometimes.
Our sisters and brothers and that can meet new friends and stuff with more kids that come here. Yeah.
Generally we come to go to the park, but we do head off and do a little bit of shopping sometimes as well down the main street to the department store.
So maybe just a baby swing and an older kid swing, because they're always big highlights in the park and a lot of kids like that. If we were to extend the park, have it somewhere where there's a bit of sunlight in the mornings.
Just continuing on with the garden, I think would be fantastic.
Just extending the poles so that the children can't get in and out the park themselves, the little ones. Maybe an age limit on some of the things. I don't know if that would be appropriate or not.
A flying fox, big sand pit type thing, flying fox, some bigger slides.
Bigger slides and more older kids stuff, not just little kids stuff.
I guess in terms of enhancement, the only thing we've had a problem with on occasion is just the parking, I guess, and that's probably more to do with our local knowledge. And I'm saying that looking over a lot of parks over the far corner there.